Hey everybody, welcome to the Weightlifting.ai YouTube. I'm Max Aita, this is Joshua Gibson, and we are gonna talk shit about a video here from Weightlifting House.
Alright, so Nurudinov, Djuraev.
Yeah, great video. 2021 Worlds from our buddy Seb Ostrovitz over at Weightlifting House. Here's Akbar, and he's just doing a little bit of warm up at the bar. That's an interesting drill. Have you ever done that?
So I do that with the clean, like a rack delivery, where the bar is like sternum height, and you just work on kind of turning it over. Nice. So like when the bar is pulled to its highest point, and then you just flip it over.
I like the teamwork between the two of them. You can tell they're buds. They're good buds.
Yeah.
It's like a buddy cop film here.
Who do you think is the better lifter?
That's a tough one. I would say, I mean, Nurudinov's super solid. They're both Olympic champions, right?
Yeah.
Both super solid, really technical. I kind of feel like Nurudinov is like the old man who's like the veteran, knows like, right? Like I would look at him as like, if I wanted a gym and it's the two of them, I would think Nurudinov's kind of the slightly better one. Although, I mean, Akbar is just crazy strong.
I will say Nurudinov for the longest time was in the shadow of Ilya.
Yeah, I mean, everybody was.
Everybody was.
That's a big shadow. That's a really big shadow.
All I can think of was when...
See, look, he's giving him cues there. He's coaching
helping him out.
He's helping him out. Clearly, Nurudinov's the winner on that.
Yeah.
You ever move 100 that easily?
So smooth. I've never moved it like that. I don't think I could move the bar like that.
Yeah, just crazy strong. So he was pretty awesome because he went up against Ilya and actually had a pretty good shot against him there in 2014. Like, you thought, okay, shit, he might beat him. Obviously, Bedzanian was there too, but like, he's one of those guys who was giving him a run for his money, and then obviously, like everyone else, lost.
So it's like Gore and Lasha, right? No one thinks of how good Gore actually is until you remove Lasha from the equation, and you say, I guess no one's really ever power snatched like 216 besides Gore.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. It's kind of almost like a shame when you get such an absolute standout because you miss out on how good some of these guys really are. I mean, these guys are snatching 200 kilos.
Yeah.
Like, that's incredible. And, like, you know, as like a very light super, it's a huge number.
Well, 200 used to be a big lift. Like, I
mean, it still is.
Well, I mean, it's a huge lift, but it used to be like Tarakti, Klokal, like a number of people you could count on one hand. Yeah,
did Tarakti ever even do it in competition?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a video of him doing 200, 240.
Okay. Like in a world, an IWF meet.
I think it was like a national meet.
Yeah, because I think he did like in the high 190s, like just to show you how big 200 is.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys are ridiculous. So 140, it's kind of neat. Like we watch videos like this and we see some of the other teams training. You know, you see like Bulgaria, and it could be a youth thing because a lot of times we're watching like Carlos Nassar or somebody who's younger. Like they're just more, I would say, like loose. Like they just kind of jump in, bang out some reps, get moving. These two guys both look like they're a lot more methodical.
So the interesting thing about Nassar and Nurudinov, so we'll watch this 150 from Djuraev, super smooth, not a ton of foot movement, almost looks like they stay planted.
Yeah.
But when you watch Nurudinov, he kind of slows down, like right when he starts to transition under, there's like a slight deceleration.
Yeah.
Whereas when you watch Carlos, it's like really exaggerated.
Yeah, he has to, right? Because he's behind the bar. He's got to open his hips up. Yeah, it's kind of funny too. Like we think of this as like, okay, you guys are snatching in the 160 range. Like to them, it's just like warm-ups. Right? It's funny.
It's 80%.
Yeah, if even.
And thinking about like, if you're, for people watching, if you're going and doing an 80% workout, it's just kind of like a day when you clock in and clock out.
Yeah. You got small certs in the back there catching a shot, a little thought angle there. Nice work, small certs. What's funny to me is, at Asian Championships we saw Lesman Paredes warming up with doubles in the competition.
Right.
But you watch these guys and they're doing volume. At least Nurudinov was doing reps, he's doing doubles. Like they're just so calculated and methodical looking. It's such a contrast to like some other types of training, right? Like I really enjoy watching it because it's like, that these guys probably have, to some degree, a written plan of some sort. They're probably working through whatever this day is, however heavy they're supposed to go. Maybe doing some warm-ups, like doubles up. Then they're going to get to this, like, 170, 180 range and start doing some singles. There's probably some flexibility in the plan. If they feel good, they might go above a certain number, or if they don't, they stay lighter.
Yeah.
But it's just an interesting, like, methodical workman-like approach, just kind of going up to those weights.
Right. And here's 180, which is around 90% for them.
Yeah. The last time I snatched 180, it probably was harder than this.
It just looks so easy, and it's such a one speed lift all the way through. It's so smooth. Whereas he's going to pull it, and right off the hip, it's going to look like he delays it and then shoots under. Yeah, he gets behind the bar a lot more, right? He really opens his hips up right at the end and gets like as much extension as he can out of it. When you kind of see Djuraev, he's a little more over. See, I think his coach is telling him that was okay, but not good. How much of that
do it again, but do better?
Be less shitty. You know, the best coaching you can buy, really. How much coaching do you think they actually get in training sessions? So
that's interesting because I've seen at different levels like different amounts of coaching, like cueing and whatnot. Like you watch, I'm forgetting his name. He's in Saudi Arabia now, but you know, he was Edwards Andruskovic. Like he's coaching like every single rep, every lift, everything. This coach looks like he's doing the same. Like giving some feedback, some advice, even at this level. And then you see other athletes where it's like the coach is, you know, probably at the bar, like
half asleep.
Like he's just like not even there. So it's probably like a preference thing. These guys may have grown up in a system that's more like, you know, super strong 185.
That looked really good.
They grew up in maybe a system that's a little more like calculated like that, where the coach is there responding every time.
It's kind of like It's kind of like when you watch Georgie coach Lasha.
Right.
You see a lot more coaching, right? Hands on. Like he's demoing and telling him. There he is. Smelling salt, or no, that's essential oils
or cocaine. No,
just a little
it's probably not cocaine.
No. Do you think they're going to go up in the snatch?
I think that was it. It looked like that 185 was probably it for him. That's probably. Maybe like his, I don't know what he did this meet, but it might be last warm up or something like that.
Strategically placed ad.
I know, come on. People shilling their products on their YouTube like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now
imagine wearing a t-shirt with your name and your picture on it.
Oh shit,
I'm sure you've already done that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I actually have. There was a shirt made, it was a Juggernaut with my name on it, or my face. But and when you do the face swap filter, that's when it gets cool. No, so I don't know what Djuraev did. When did he go up to like 180?
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit less than Papa Nurudinov here.
Yeah, we say that. I think Nurudinov's probably like 32, 33.
Oh yeah, he's elderly for weightlifting. I don't know if he's that old here.
He's like probably.
He's got to be
29. 30?
He might be 30, 32,
Yeah. I know Djuraev's like 26.
Yeah.
he's really young.
God, it's so crazy how young they are. They look like a hard 40.
Weightlifters don't look young. Like Carlos Nassar popped on the scene.
Interesting choice of words.
Carlos Nassar came onto the scene and he was like 16, but he looked like he was 24.
I'm 14. Here's my 12-year-old son can vouch for me.
It's like a crayon drawn, a birth certificate.
Right.
I am 12.
God, there's so much of that. That kid in the back, this guy in the back, he's 22.
He's actually just waiting to warm up. He's looking for a platform.
Yeah, he's done 130, 157 as a 55, but he's on the B team, so they're not going to take him. Yeah, clean jerks are great.
Again, easy 160s, so easy you can just talk through it.
Yeah, these guys are just insane. It's so fun to see like both these dudes training together at the same time on the same bar. Like a lot of times you'll see some of these like backroom training sessions and like maybe one guy shows up and the whole team trains, but they're kind of doing different stuff. Like this is a pretty cool session. I wonder how much of that's orchestrated by the coach and by them. Like, are they like, like buddies that train together all the time? Super strong 190.
Yeah, 160, 190.
Yeah.
It's a big jump.
If you watch him pull off the floor, you see his hips kind of rise up a little bit quick, right? He stays over the bar well, but his hips definitely come up a little fast, and that bar sweeps back into him a lot because of that.
Right.
But then he has that little bit slower transition, and like you're saying, like that more pronounced, like he's kind of, slides under the bar with his knees and then gets way back behind it to finish the pull. Whereas Djuraev is a little more vertical.
Very up and
top.
down.
Yeah.
It almost looks like Plesnoy, where it's just so much like a piston, and then it's just fast under. And then every jerk is just snapped into position. And that's like when I try to get people to conceptualize what really efficient technique looks like, it looks like from A to B, it's just a straight shot where the bar just slingshots into position.
Right.
That same at the top of the snatch, right at the top of the pole, when they kind of finish their extension and pull under, it's just so quick and so calculated.
Do you feel like, and it's kind of a question, do you feel like you try to work on like removing anyone's, well, let's watch this first, 210.
Yeah. Again, a little delay at the top. See if he's forward here. No,
very solid.
Beautiful jerk.
Super good patience at the bottom of the dip.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you kind of coach people initially when they're newer to like clean up any inefficiencies? Look at that. God, it's so
another 210, kind of ate that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Just snaps into position.
So strong.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of coach to, I feel like I'm kind of at a point, I don't know if you would say this too, you kind of coach to an ideal. Like you know what a lift should look like for every single person, and maybe it's different here and there,
220.
But yeah. See how this bar looks.
Yeah.
Slow.
But you see that, the hips pop up higher, they come up faster, and then it takes a little bit longer to make the adjustment.
Beautiful jerk.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like 220.
No. That's so strong.
Do you think Djuraev's going to make it look easier or harder?
I think Djuraev is physically stronger.
Yeah.
Like Djuraev looks like he's probably got a bigger surplus of strength, if that is even a term we can use.
Yeah.
But like, my guess is Djuraev's squat numbers are just kind of like nutty. Whereas Nurudinov may be one of those guys who's like, oh, I've never actually done a max single, you know?
Yeah. It's 220. The bar is so
pull
much
off
faster.
The floor was so strong. Yeah.
Wow.
God, that is ridiculous. If anyone is watching this and you're
hopefully people are.
The 3 people that are watching this, 2 things to note. A lot of fist bumps and high fives all around.
Yeah.
That's really important for training, but also these 2 guys are like perfect models of what you should model your technique off of. Like you want to look at these guys as a technical model because they just move very well. They're concise. They're not over the top. Like nothing is wild. No energy is lost anywhere.
Yeah.
Just super, super solid.
When we talk about style and mechanics, and I think they both have almost the exact same technique with very slight difference.
Yeah.
Like the differences are so small. Like we can pick them out. But if you were to watch them both side by side, they're just both beautiful and really efficient lifts.
Yeah, super, super solid.
Cool. So Max, having just watched that, what do you want to tell the people before we leave?
Well, if you enjoyed that video, check out the rest of what we have on weightlifting.ai YouTube channel and like and subscribe.
We'll catch you guys next time.
All right. See you later.